Hello and welcome. There is a simple truth that many people miss, not because it's hidden, but because it's too simple for the thinking mind to understand. What don't you like about yourself? Maybe it's your money situation, things you did in the past, or how you look. Now, imagine you were the only person on Earth. Would those things still matter? Or are they just thoughts we hold on to, trapping ourselves in a prison made of our own ideas? The truth is, you were never really stuck or broken. You never missed anything important. But for a long time, you believed you were. That belief, that idea in your mind is what builds the cage around you. It blocks you from seeing your true freedom. This cage is made from the stories and fears your mind tells you about who you are and what you can or cannot be. This is important because when we believe we are not good enough or that we need to fix ourselves, we lose sight of why we are here. We forget to enjoy life. We forget that life is actually simple. Believing these things causes a lot of stress and anxiety because it goes against our true nature. The mind is powerful. It creates stories, labels, memories, and future plans. It gives you a name, a role, and a personal identity. Then it tells you that this is who you are. It makes you live in thoughts of the past or dreams of the future, and slowly you forget the present. You forget what's real. The mind builds a prison out of fear, comparison, doubt, and desire. But what's strange is this: the mind builds the cage, locks the door, and then tries to set you free from it. You become both the prisoner and the one trying to escape. But here's what most people never stop to ask. Was I ever really trapped? Real freedom isn't something far away. It's not a prize you get after years of hard work. It's not something given to you when you become good enough or spiritual enough. Freedom is your nature. It has always been here. It's the part of you that doesn't change, the part that watches everything else come and go. But even though you are already free, you may not feel that way. Why? Because of thought. Thought tells you that you are not enough, that you need to become something more, that you must fix yourself, that you must understand everything before you can rest. These thoughts are not bad, they are just habits. But when you believe them without question, they become walls. You build a mental cage and call it reality. The mind creates this cage through identity. Every time you say, "I am this kind of person," or "this is how my life should be," you are shaping your prison. You might not even notice it. It feels normal, but underneath it all there is pressure. There is tension, because deep down something knows this isn't real. This isn't the truth of who you are. Look at the thoughts that repeat in your mind. The ones about being better, more successful, more loved, more healed. Ask yourself, who was trying so hard to be more? Who told you that you weren't already enough? Most of these beliefs came from others, from childhood, from society, from fear, and still you carry them like they belong to you. Harriet Tubman once said, "I freed 1,000 slaves. I could have freed 1,000 more if only they knew they were slaves." We were all born free. That's how God made us. But many of us have forgotten what freedom really means. We're not meant to follow others without thinking, not other people, not our ego, and not even our own mind. The mind is a strong tool, and it can help us enjoy life. But many times the world around us and our ego affect us so much that we forget this. We don't have to believe every thought. I see this happen a lot. People see something on social media, maybe a post about health or someone's perfect life, and they believe it right away. They start comparing their life to what they see in a photo. And just like that, they feel like their life isn't good enough. But that's not real. That's just the mind creating a story. Every day, people say things to us. You're not smart. You're lazy. You're not good enough. And little by little, we start believing those voices. That's how the mind builds a cage. That's how anxiety and sadness grow. Albert Einstein once said, "Everybody is a genius, but if you judge a fish by how well it climbs a tree, it will think it's stupid its whole life." This means you should never compare yourself to others. Just be yourself. Accept who you are. You're supposed to be the person you are right now. If you want to grow or change, do it by comparing yourself to who you were yesterday, not someone else. That's how you start breaking free from the cage that your mind has built. If you see someone who looks like they have a better life than you, remember, it's only a thought. Don't believe every thought. Thoughts come and go. You stay. Even if someone looks richer, prettier, or smarter, just remind yourself. That's life showing itself in another body. It's still me. When your mind says you're not good enough, say, "I don't care. I am enough as I am." You are not your thoughts. You are not your body. You are the awareness, the peaceful feeling that has always been there, watching everything. Your body changes. Your thoughts change. But your true self never changes. That's the real you. You don't need to carry all these heavy thoughts anymore. You've carried them long enough. It's time to let them go. Now just breathe. Yes, just take a deep breath. Pay attention to it. Feel how calming and gentle it is. Can you feel your heartbeat? That steady rhythm, that's life, that's beauty. So why are you carrying all this stress and fear in your mind? You don't need to. You deserve peace. You deserve to enjoy life. And that peace starts with being here, right now, with your breath. Now, maybe you say, not all problems come from thoughts. And you're right. Let's say someone at work is rude to you. They say hurtful things. When you leave work, you go home, but their words stay in your mind. You're thinking about them while cooking dinner. You're thinking about them while trying to fall asleep. But here's the truth. That person is not with you anymore. Only your thoughts are. This is how the mind keeps pain alive. But if you can take control, you can say, that happened earlier. I'm home now. I choose peace. I choose to be present. The more you do this, the less power that person will have over you. They're not really in your life all the time. Your mind just keeps replaying the story. So the next time a negative thought shows up, don't fight it. Don't try to fix it. Just watch it. Let it come. Let it go. Don't turn it into a prison. You are already free. You've just been living inside the walls that your own thoughts created. The mind is always chasing something. It says, when I reach this goal, then I'll be happy. Or when I heal this pain, then I'll be free. But look honestly, has that ever worked? Have you ever reached a moment where the mind said, now I'm done. Now I have no more problems? It never happens. The mind always finds something else to chase. And so you live in a loop, always trying to arrive somewhere, but never really arriving. What if the answer was not to chase anything? What if the answer was to stop for a moment and notice what's already here? Right now, beneath all your thoughts, there is a stillness. There is a quiet awareness that is not trying to become anything. It is not confused. It is not afraid. It is just here. And it has always been here. This presence is who you really are, not your thoughts, not your emotions, not your memories or your name. You are the one who sees all of that. You are the space where it all happens. The problem is not the mind itself. The mind is just doing what it's designed to do: think, plan, remember, imagine. The issue comes when you believe everything it says. When you think the voice in your head is the real you. That's when the cage feels real. You don't have to fight the mind. You don't have to shut it down or change it. That's just more struggle. You simply have to see it clearly. Watch the thoughts come and go without getting pulled into them. Let them rise and fall like waves. When you do this, you'll begin to notice something powerful. You are not your thoughts. You are the one who sees the thoughts. This alone can change everything. Freedom doesn't come from fixing your mind. It comes from no longer being controlled by it. When you stop identifying with thought, even for a moment, you'll feel something new. A soft kind of peace, a natural silence, a deep rest that has nothing to do with doing or becoming. That's what freedom really is. But the mind doesn't like this. It wants a job. It wants to understand, to explain, to label everything. So it creates more goals, even spiritual ones. It says, if I meditate enough, I'll be enlightened. Or if I understand non-duality, I'll reach peace. And again, the chase continues. But the chasing is the very thing that keeps you from seeing what's already true. You were never separate from peace. You just thought you were. You were never outside of freedom. You were simply dreaming that you were. Ask yourself gently, what am I still waiting for? What must happen before I give myself permission to rest, to be free, to feel whole? Is it more learning, more healing, a perfect version of yourself? What if none of that is needed? What if you could stop running right now? Some people think that if they stop trying, they'll get stuck. But that's not what happens. When you stop trying to be someone else, you return to who you've always been. And from that place, life moves more easily. It's not about being lazy. It's about being honest. About realizing that your worth is not in what you do. It's in what you are. You were free before you had a name. You were free before you learned who you were supposed to be. You were free before you had beliefs, fears, or dreams. And that freedom is still here beneath everything you've added on top of it. Even now, as you read these words, notice what is watching them. Notice the quiet space in which this moment is happening. That space, that awareness, is not touched by anything. It does not worry. It does not rush. It does not suffer. It simply is. You don't have to get there to feel this. You just have to stop running from it. Let go of the idea that freedom will come later. That's the oldest trick of the mind. Let go of the idea that you need to become someone better. Who told you that you aren't already enough? Freedom is not about feeling good all the time. It's not about having no problems. It's not about always being calm. It's about being okay, even when things aren't. It's about knowing that no matter what happens on the surface, what you truly are is untouched. The ego, the false self, survives by keeping you busy. It tells you that you are the thinker, the doer, the one in control. But you are not. Thoughts happen. Feelings come and go. Life moves. And still you are here, You are not what comes and goes. You are the one who stays. This is not a belief to hold. It's something you can see directly. Sit quietly. Watch what happens inside. Notice how thoughts rise and fall. Notice how feelings shift. And then ask, what is it that sees all of this? That question is the doorway. When you see that the one who watches is not touched by any of it, not by fear, not by anger, not by past or future, you will begin to feel the freedom that has always been here, quiet, constant, real. You don't need a spiritual title. You don't need years of practice. You don't need to change your personality or fix all your issues. You just need to be honest. You need to stop looking outside for what was never missing. Let everything be as it is. Let the mind be noisy. Let the feelings be messy. Let life be uncertain. You don't need to control any of it. You only need to stop believing that your value comes from how well you control things. The mind creates the cage, but you, who you truly are, not in it. You were never in it. All along, it was just a dream. And now you're waking up, so take a deep breath. Feel your body. Feel the ground. Notice the space you're in. Nothing needs to change for you to be at peace. Nothing needs to happen for you to be whole. You are not missing anything. You are not broken. You are not behind. You are here, and here is enough. You don't need to believe this. You don't even need to understand it. Just let it in. Let it touch that quiet place inside you, the place that has always known the truth. Even when the mind forgot, you are free. You have always been free. Thank you for watching.